It's Monday, everybody. We're back for a brand new week of trivia. We're going to be announcing last week's winner here early in the show. And it's a little before 7. Sometimes we got to throw you off. Oh, you have to find out who the winner is? Didn't do any math. All right, we're going to do some very quick math. While I'm doing that, we are also going to talk about some new rules. That's important. Emily has the first point of the week, by the way. I just want to let you know that. Emily with the first point of the week. So some new rules that we're doing, some things we're going to try, some clarifications. I think we're going to still do our sharing points. Those seem to be really popular. We're still doing our first of each day, first chat. If you come into the chat and yell first, you get a point if you're the first person to do it. Those are both fun. Obviously, I think we did really well with not only having points for trivia questions, but an extra point for whoever got the first trivia question, got it correct, the first answer. So I think we're going to hold on to that. We're changing the shares a little bit because mainly Craig. That I'll be honest, it's basically because of Craig. And so you can still get a point when you share the show, and if you share the show publicly and you do it in a group or things like that. Essentially, if we see it in the shares of the actual stream, those are going to count. You'll see them. You can see them because they'll pop up. They should pop up just below me. If you see it pop up there, you get a point. Okay. So if you can't make it pop up there, then that doesn't count. You can definitely share with other people. However, we are going to remove points for people who are like already part of the crew, right? So if you're sharing, look, we already have one share happening. Very nice. I think it's Mr. Barbine. But if you're sharing to an individual who...
That is Minister Barbine to you?
I'm sorry, Minister of Misinformation Barbine. So yeah, if you're sharing it to an individual and they are already kind of part of the game, we're going to give a point for that. New people, new shares, you know.
You hear that, Craig and Robert?
Yeah.
You can't share to me.
Right. So you can't share to like Steam because he's already here all of the time. Most new rules because of Craig. Exactly, Craig. If you do want to share with an individual, I would recommend doing it with a tag in the actual chat as well, because it seems like some of the personal ones aren't getting across. So that's the better way to do it. So if there's somebody new, that might like trivia, feel free to tag them in a comment. And if we see that, I think we'll give you points for that. If it's, not a name that is usually around. So still open for that. New rule as well. New thing we're going to try out. We'll see how people like it. Okay. New thing we're trying out. On Wednesday, we're going to have an additional question. We're going to have Wager Wednesday. Think of it as kind of like Jeopardy, Final Jeopardy. Okay. We're going to give you at the end of the show on Wednesday, we will give you a category, and then you can wager any of the points that you've had up to that point in the week, I think. Is that fair? Is that a good idea?
Yeah, for the whole week.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you had, 3 points on Monday and 3 points on Tuesday and you're up to 3 points on Wednesday, it means you have 9 points, and you could wager all 9 points. And if you get the answer correct, you have no points.
What I will do is...
if you get it correct, you get double points. You would get 18 points. If you get it wrong, no points. It all goes away.
Right. I will tabulate. I'll be keeping track of people's points throughout the week in a handy dandy spreadsheet. Yep. So I will have your total. I'll just go over those quickly before we do the Wednesday wager, just so people can be like, because if you only have 7 points and you wager 8, I don't know what we're going to do. So I will go over people's totals on Wednesday before we do that question.
Yeah. So that little new thing we're going to do. Steam asked if he missed the new rule. Yeah. Basically, you can't cheat when it comes to sharing. That's what the new rule is.
Craig can't share to me anymore. That's the new rule.
New rule.
But we wanted to make it sound less targeted than that.
Yeah, but it's really just because of Craig and Robert.
And Robert.
Yeah, Craig and Robert.
Give Robert his due.
Can't be trusted, and therefore we had to make new rules So you can't share to people who are basically already in the
Right.
show.
And
part
the
of
second
show.
half of that rule is really for Robert, because I think, Robert, when you shared to 10 people yesterday, you did it in private messages like you did to me, and those don't show up in the shares.
Yeah.
So if you tag people in the chat, I think you'll have better luck at getting credit for something like that.
Yeah, so you can share it kind of publicly, either with people or in a group or on your profile. And those will show up again. There'll be alerts right down here. You should see an alert right there if anybody shares. I've seen a couple of them already bounce up, and I will mention those. I also need to share, so let me go and let me do that real quick because I'm a little off from everything. So if I go in and I go in as me.
Somebody is speaking to us using the Cyrillic alphabet.
Oh, that's nice. I appreciate that. Hello, Denke. I assume that you're Russian, but I don't know what you're
Could
saying.
be Ukrainian.
Could be Ukrainian. That's true. So see below, it now says that I shared. You see that? That bit there? So that says that I shared. And so then I get credit for that because it's going to show up in the shares, right? If you're doing it privately, that's a little harder because it doesn't show up. So we'd rather you just tag someone in the chat, right? And just say like, hey, Billy, I think you'll really like trivia. And we'll see you do it and make sure that you get a point for that. But we already got a ton of shares. Shaggy, thank you for sharing. Craig, we appreciate it. Emily, Michael Barbine, of course, shares so much that he is our Minister of Misinformation. So we do appreciate that.
Tom Johnson, Emily firsted.
Yes, Emily did first.
I saw you third, though.
Yes, maybe we'll change it at some point so that you can get tiered. We'll have to do that at some point where it's like first person gets like 3 points and then second person gets 2 and third gets
Maybe.
1.
Maybe that's next week's rule.
Next week, that could be
God,
fun.
we were just killing ourselves with it. Every single time we add a rule, it really is just more work for us, is what we're adding.
But it's more points too, and it's fun.
So I put what Denki9 shared with us into Google Translate, and I don't know what that means. It translates to want pits.
Pits?
It's Belarusian,
Okay.
and it translates to want pits.
Okay. We'll get you some pits somehow. Somebody get that person pits. We need some pits, and we need them right now. Somebody out there, order some pits. Send them to Belarus.
But I did, there's like a YouTube video that came up
Okay.
for a video game.
Should we not watch it?
I think it's for a video game.
Oh, okay. We should play video games. See, I assume this person wants us to play video games,
Maybe.
which we're not doing. So
We're not going to be doing that.
Nope, we're not.
But thank you for the suggestion. That's helpful.
Yes, that's true. We do appreciate you hanging out, and that person over on Twitch, which is pretty
Danny
cool.
says that's not the weirdest she's heard today. I believe that. Have your unicorns been speaking with you again, Danny?
Yeah, have they? So don't forget, you can also go and let individuals know by going up to where there is the silhouette of a person and a plus sign. You can add them there on Facebook. We're also on YouTube and on Twitch if you want to join us on each of those. My name's Keith. I've got a podcast called Another Wasted Hour, which is why we're doing this, because I'm not doing the podcast right now because
neither.
Can't get guests into the studio really, but I'd love for you to check it out. There's 140 episodes. It's all free. Go check it out on all of your podcast outlets. If you enjoy it, leave reviews and stars and those things. I won't go into it, but there's some trivia which you'll probably like. There's some crazy zany like internet news, which is pretty fun, and you will be exposed to some new music because a lot of local musicians from the DC area. So yeah, go check that out. I would appreciate it. Why are you shaking your head? What?
I'm handing out my first style point of the night.
Oh, what's your first style point?
My first style point of the night goes to Danny for spelling my name correctly.
I didn't know that was a thing.
In a world of possible Caitlin spellings, you have chosen the correct one, despite the fact that we have never met in person. We are not Facebook friends, and as far as I'm aware, you've never seen my email address.
Right. Well, how could that be?
Oh boy, you need to read this out loud.
Okay.
This thing that Danny just sent.
Oh, it's very big. I have a classmate who informed my professor that she changed her name to Queen after realizing she was a child from God and she was no longer her legal name, but this new being. Oh, professor went, so let me clarify. You want us to call you Queen? All right. That's
that's a day.
No, that is you win for weirdness. Yeah, you said that was not the weirdest thing you had heard today, and
You're right.
You were correct. You win. All right, so yeah. Anyhow, so yeah, those are the new rules. If you didn't catch them, we'll go over them again. The coolest thing to think about is Wednesday, Wager Wednesday. It's going to be like Final Jeopardy. We'll give you a category at the end of Wednesday. You can actually bet as many of the points that you've earned this week. So you have to have positive points, right? And you can't go into negative points.
Yes.
But if you have 2 points, you can wager 2 points. If you have 10 points, you can wager 10 points. Or you can do fewer than that. And if you get it right, you get that many points for that one correct answer. If you get it wrong, you lose that many points for that one wrong answer.
Correct.
Should be fun. Okay. Let's see. We are above our target. We've got 12 people. It looks like. Yeah. What?
Do you want to go over the winner from last week?
Yes. We need the winner from last week. Who won?
Well, given that we're going by the rules that no one can win twice.
Yes.
The winner from last week is Barbara with
Barbara!
38 points.
Excellent. Congratulations to Barbara. We should probably share. I just realized I didn't even put the questions up. I'm going to have to fix that while you're going over questions. I think I can do it. I feel like that's possible.
All right. I believe in you, babe.
Maybe. We will see.
I think you're pretty great.
I'm going to fix it in real time. So, I've invited Barbara because I didn't see her here, and she has to hopefully have some type of acceptance speech, it feels like. That seems like it should be a thing. So, Barbine says, fuck the rules.
Stephen McCracken, you cheeky monkey.
What did he do?
He has shared the show with me.
Just out of spite.
You do not get a point.
You don't get a point for it. I mean, you could still do it, I guess. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, you're still allowed to harass me with my own stream.
Yeah, that's
totally fine.
That's allowed.
I do love getting mail.
Mm-hmm. It's validating.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I guess the first question, let me see if I can get it in on time. Here we go. I
am elevator music.
Yeah. No, you're elevator music. Then while we're doing that, you will have to keep people keep them entertained while I fix the rest.
Okay.
So let's do question 1 because I think I've got that, and then I'll do all the rest of them while that's happening.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah. All right.
I was going to tell a story.
You can do stories.
It's fine. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
In which Mexican state will you find Guadalajara? Is it Veracruz, Sonora, or Jalisco?
I fixed the question 1 just in time. This is good. All right, 60 seconds. I'm going to put 90 seconds on the clock so that I have more time to fix this because I didn't think it. Okay, now entertain them.
I had waffles for dinner. I covered them in butter. We already talked about butter yesterday, but I just wanted to give a shout out to the Amish butter that we got. It's in a roll form and it's as big as my head, which is not actually that convenient, but when it gets all melty and gooey, it's quite delicious. The one kink in this plan, my darling, is that I'm supposed to be keeping track of people's points.
Yeah. Well, you have to do that too then, I think.
So, I'm very good.
Well, we'll go back and we can go over it. That's also fine.
Okay.
That's not a big deal.
Yeah.
These are easier questions. Right? Because it's the first day of the week.
It's the first day of the week, and so I went easier on the questions. You'll notice that there are some multiple choice questions.
Oh.
I'm still, even though I'm just writing it down and not saying it out loud, I'm still writing Tom Johnson. You, sir, are always going to be Tom Johnson to me. Yeah. So I'm just writing people's names in the thing. We're so prepared.
Yeah. No, I usually have this done way ahead of time. There's 10 seconds left on the clock. I'm glad I gave myself 90 seconds so that I look like I might possibly be professional.
It's a multiple effing choice question, Craig. Yes, I'm sure it's easier. He was like, foreign geography. What are you, nuts?
Yeah, no, it's so
It's easy by virtue of the fact that you have a 33.33% chance.
Whoa, math
automatically.
Too? You have to know math and geography.
I'm sorry. I can't help myself.
All right. Time's up. Let's go to the
Steve would
chat
like us to know that he also shared with Keith and Craig.
Oh, I don't know why is my camera not showing up now? Can I turn it back on? Nope, that's fine. Today, no camera for me.
Oh.
Oh, I think I know what I did.
Are you in a blackout?
I know what I did.
What'd you do? Did you press a button inappropriately?
I did. I was in a different... I fixed it.
Okay.
Fixed it again, everybody. I'm a fixer. It switched my views here. So, okay. It says chat is ready to display. Oh, God. Oh, it redid things. That's okay. That's all right. It's still there. Just keep chatting. Let's go through. We've got the answers.
I have the answers just here in front of me. We're doing this new shiny thing that we weren't sure was going to work, or that chat stream thing that he has on Restream. Mm-hmm. I am logged into it simultaneously on my computer.
Yeah.
And so we can both see the stream.
That should make it better. Yeah.
Keith is a genius, says Robert, and Steven just wants to know where Cat Baloo is.
It is not Cat Saturday.
Cat Sunday.
Cat Sunday. So.
Catter Day is on Sunday.
Catter Day. That's what it should be. Catter Day. Catter Day.
She snuggled with me she snuggled on the bed and then with me all day. And now she's very busy trying out the different flat surfaces in the house to nap on.
Did you see that Steve also shared with me and Craig?
I already said that.
Oh, did you?
You were busy writing things.
I was writing things.
Keith should get a style point for his beard every day. Seconded.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Cat Baloo's probably eating the butter out of the fridge. She is kind of fat.
Oh, Christina's joined us as well.
I've never tried to feed her butter, but I'm sure she would appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, let's go through these answers and see how people did.
Okay.
Robert guessed first. That's not
how that works.
No, you don't just get to yell first and get a point for every question.
No.
Write the rules down and share a link. So, all right, I can do that. That's very particular.
We can update the rules on the Another Wasted Hour Facebook page.
Yeah, on the page. It'll be available there. Robert says Sonora. Jenny, Sonora. Craig also. Steam also got that. But then we have Jalisco. Jalisco. Emily, Christine, Barabine, Tom Johnson, Danny, and Melissa.
I think you mean Christian, not Christine. Right?
Did it say Kristen? What?
Am I crazy?
Kristen, yes. Sorry, okay. You're right. Kristen. And then Michael Barbine guessed butt.
Style point Michael Barbine.
All right. We got it working. Great. So what was the correct answer?
The answer is Jalisco.
So first one in on that looks like it was Emily. Yeah.
Which means Emily now has 3 points.
First question right out the bat. She is off to a very strong start. Now has 3 points. Nobody else has close to that.
No. She has 3 times as many points as anyone else.
Mm-hmm. That's impressive. That's very impressive. Okay. I believe I will have to probably move the questions a little bit when they come up. But I think this is doable.
You're going to wiggle them?
Yeah, because they're not going to be aligned, right? And I would have to go through them all to make that happen. And I don't think... Oh, maybe I can fix them. I will see if I can fix them in the next one. That's... Because if I go to studio mode, I might be able to see that. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go to question number 2.
Ready?
Yeah.
Which country lies on the Tropic of Capricorn? Uruguay, Ecuador, Paraguay, or Bolivia?
All right, there we go. I kind of fixed it in the background here, which is kind of cool. All right, 60 seconds on the clock. And I'm going to fix more of them now behind the scenes because I'm basically just a badass now. I'm learning all these things. I'm getting very good at streaming. If people need to know how to stream stuff, you can come to me and ask me for money. No, ask me questions and give me money.
No.
Yes.
That's probably not going to happen.
Why? I feel like I should get money. Okay, I might also just do it for free because
We have a ton of Bolivias so far.
a lot of Bolivias.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I've fixed all the questions now. So this is good. I feel like that's an excellent thing. 17, 16, 15 seconds on the clock. Get your answers in. If you don't know how to do that, you have to put it in the chat. That's where you get your points. If you get the first one, you get 2 points. Everyone after that who gets the correct answer gets 1 point. But it has to be within the 60 seconds, which it is now no longer within the 60 seconds. So let's go take a look at the chat now.
Craig spelled Ecuador with a Q.
Oh, with a Q.
Yeah.
All right. Let's Ecuador. You had it up on the screen. How can you spell it wrong? I'm so confused. What is happening?
He fixed it.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Let's see. Kevin Howe. Woo, best show ever. I don't know what that's in reference to.
I think Kevin Howe just joined.
Is Kevin Howe here now? Everybody hold on. Kevin Howe's here.
What up, Kevin?
This is fantastic. I never knew that Kevin Howe would actually be joining us, but he decided to do it, and that's amazing. So everyone, just a moment of silence for Kevin Howe as he loses his innocence. And
sorry, Kevin.
Yeah, now you're a part of the show. All right. Kevin, if you want to play, by the way, just put the answer in the chat within the time. And
Danny summoned Kevin Howe.
Oh, nice. Okay. Danny gets a point for summoning.
I
think that, right?
Yeah, don't we count those at the end, though?
But I don't know if you want to do it when it's inside the chat, because it might be easier to find now.
It's really hard to tell when someone actually tags someone in the chat because you don't see it as a link. They could just be typing the person's name.
You have to see it if on Facebook is where you'll see it, right? I think that's where it will be. We're still learning everything is what we're doing. Oh, Barbara, by the way, passing the town flat on IA, Texas. He is out in Texas right now. That's our update from him because he's on the road. All right, so Bolivia's. We got Uruguay's. Couple Ecuadors. One Ecuador. Only one Ecuador out of all of that.
And only one Paraguay.
And one Paraguay. Two Uruguays. And the rest are Bolivia. So the odds-on favorite right now, Bolivia. That's what it looks like. Is the answer Bolivia?
No.
No! Oh, man! So many people are not good at this. I would also be one of them. So that's fine. Don't feel bad about it. So, all right. So what was the correct answer?
The correct answer is Paraguay.
Paraguay. One.
Or Paraguay.
Paraguay. Melissa, well done. 2 points for you. You are now starting to get close to...
You're tied with Emily.
Oh, tied? Did she also get the first one?
Yeah.
Tied with Emily. We've got to tie 2 points, 2 questions in. So, all right. That's very cool. Yeah. But yeah, we're going to have to figure out. So yeah, if you show the Facebook one, that shows the link, but it's not showing up in our special secret chat.
Yeah. That's tricky.
We may want to do it in real time if people are doing that.
I'll try.
Okay. I mean, I'll try and keep an eye out for it. I'm not saying that you have to do it alone. As you share things like that, let us just ping us so that we know we're doing it. I want to get you points. All right. Let's see. I guess we're on question number 3 now, right?
Just a moment.
Oh, yes. Question number 3. Taking the moment to get question number... Oh, Trey's here. Smiles and Trey have all joined. Brian's here. Barbara's here. Everyone, Barbara's here. Barbara's here, everyone. You know what to do. Barbara, congratulations. You have won week 4 of Another Wasted Hour Live trivia. So we'll be sending you a t-shirt. You'll just have to give us the size of the t-shirt that you would like. And, of course, your address so that we can stalk you.
Hey-o.
Hey. Trey says drat. Oh, sorry, Tom says drat. So, yeah, everybody, congratulations to Barbara. She was not here for the original announcement, but that's a very big deal. We've only
Good job.
in the history of the world, there's only been 4 winners of Another Wasted Hour Live trivia. So you're among giants in the trivia world. Very few people. Mainly because we've only done it for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
But these are all facts. These are true things, what I'm saying.
Standing on the shoulders of giants.
Yes. All right. For those who are just joining us, we do this every night at 7 o'clock. What we were just talking about is Barbara won last week. We take all of the points from each night. If you win the night, you get an acceptance speech and bragging rights for the evening. If you get the most points for the entire week, this is the first day. We wrap back around next Monday at the beginning of the show. If you have the most points, you get a free T-shirt. We get a free T-shirt. Look at this.
Trey should just say congratulations to Barbara, but put E's where the R's go.
Oh, yeah?
So it looks like baby.
Baby. Baby.
Baby.
Hey, I didn't know that Trey and Barbara were bays. That's really great.
I was like, wow, that's personal.
Yeah, it did. This is why Trey didn't win last week. His fingers were not working.
We're working at all.
He's warmed them up again, though.
Good.
All right, so question number
if
3.
you're just joining us, remember, the rules are no Googling, don't be a dick, write your answers in the chat before the timer goes off.
It's pretty easy.
See rules 1 and 2.
Yeah. You can also get a point by sharing in a non-stupid way.
Yes.
It'll show up right down here if you share, by the way. So if you show up right down here, then you're going to get a point.
Are we ready for question 3?
Yeah.
According to the well-known saying, what are the tools or handiwork of the devil?
Oh, this is a good one.
Sporks.
60 seconds on the clock. Pitchfork. Pitchfork is the tool of the devil.
Pitchforks.
Pitchforks are the tools of the devil. Yeah, no, I think it's definitely that because doesn't he have a pitchfork? I feel like he has a pitchfork. Yeah, so that's the tool he uses. That's the answer. There's 35 seconds left on the clock. If you don't believe in my answer, you can go with a different answer if you'd like. Another option, if you don't feel like guessing because maybe you don't know the answer and you feel embarrassed or something, or you just want to add to the overall entertainment of the show, you're welcome to go for a style point. That is any answer that is basically geared to try and make Caitlin laugh.
We already have a couple.
Yeah, so you can get style points. They aren't worth anything per se, but you do get you do at the end of the night. We will announce a king and queen of style. That's one person. You have to be both the king and queen. So yeah, you have to have both titles. You get that for the day, and then you try and defend your title the next day. Let's see. What do we have in terms of answers? Let's see. Got permission to share it with them because I don't want to be yelled at later. That's smart.
That's very clever.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
We certainly don't want you all harassing people with our show and making them mad at us.
No,
so.
yeah. I agree.
See rule number 2. Don't be a dick.
Right. Don't be a dick. Don't just spam people. But if you think that they'd really enjoy it, feel free to let them know. And you can obviously put it on your profile. That's your profile. You do whatever the hell you want.
You do you. Boo.
So everybody said congrats. It looks like the first person in. First of all, we found out that the keyboard on the MacBook is falling apart of Trey's. We need a new keyboard for him. That's very sad.
We're doing a GoFundMe.
Yeah, GoFundMe for Trey so that he can beat you better.
Yeah.
At trivia. So if everyone if you want to donate just even a few dollars to the GoFundMe so that Trey can own you in trivia better. I don't feel like this is going to be popular.
You may want to donate a couple Keith Knickles.
All right. But despite the fact that his keyboard is coming apart, Trey came in first with idle hands. A lot of idle hands after him, which makes me think that those hands weren't doing anything at the time, if they just copied Trey. Robert goes with lost lips and boobies. Lost lips?
Loose lips, as in sink ships.
I think it's loose lips, but that says lost lips.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to extrapolate.
It's just like the person just has teeth. It's like, hello, give me a kiss. Ah, no, that's no teeth. You lost your lips.
Oh.
I don't have any lips anymore. Hello. I don't have any lips. Somebody kiss me.
You like out?
I really want to make out with you right now. Is there anything wrong with making out? Come on, it's human nature. It's human nature to make out. What are we doing?
I'm glad we're having fun in our basement in the time of quarantine.
Yeah, no, and people are just watching like, God, what is wrong with those people?
Oh, we've probably run off Kevin Howe by now.
Yeah, no,
Sorry,
absolutely, Kevin.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Sorry about ruining your reputation, Danny, because you told him to come here.
my mom's here, though, so that should be good.
Hey, Fran.
She's going to have a totally different opinion of me after all of this.
Yeah.
Craig has joined us on YouTube to try and get an unfair advantage. And unfair, I mean perfectly fair advantage. That is not against the rule. You can watch on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook.
Oh, Craig is right.
What?
He and Trey had the exact same timestamp to the second
Yeah, that's true. What? Where?
for the first answer. They
Where
came
is-
in as a tie for first.
Where are we seeing that? Wait, where did I miss?
Look for the first idle hands.
Yeah, I saw that. Got it.
And then look for the next idle hands as Craig. Look at the timestamps.
No, mine is 19. Let's see.
I have 1924-48 and 1924-48.
Oh, no. Yeah, okay. No, I see that now. Oh, yeah.
We have a tie for first. That's never happened before.
But I feel like Trey still came in first. Do we give 2 bonus points?
Yeah.
All right. I'll give 2 bonus points. Luckily, the points don't cost us anything, so we just throw them to anyone.
You
we
get a
want.
point, and
Everyone
you
gets
get a point.
points,
I'm
yes.
the Oprah of bonus points.
Barbine has proudly contributed to on Wikipedia. Oh, I think he's given money. No. What is it? Oh, Faustian Bargains he's contributed to. I get it now. All right, so let's see. What other ones? Trey wants to know if he gets style point for Bebe.
Yeah, totally.
Tom says Pitchfork has to be the tool of the devil because they won't review the solo album I've never released.
Well, jerks.
I think they're gone now. Is Pitchfork gone? I feel like
Well, it depends on when he didn't release his album.
that's true. Danny says, sure, Pitchfork. Although the Old Testament, there was no devil. Satan was considered an adversary. Just a little interesting piece of knowledge. So that is interesting. Thank you. I appreciate that piece of knowledge. Would you like to donate to the get a new keyboard for Trey Fund? I'm gonna offer that up to people when they're.
Hello.
That's Wheaton's Law. What's Wheaton's Law?
Oh, apparently, if I'm Oprah, you need to be Tom Cruise and jump on furniture.
Oh yeah, no, I'll do that. I will absolutely do that. Don't be a dick, but it's okay to play one on TV. That's Wheaton's Law. Okay. Bailey has joined us. Hello,
I'm
Bailey.
assuming Will Wheaton.
Yeah, that makes sense. He gets amused at weird shit that would qualify. Well, good. I'm glad. All right. So we got all of our points, right? Did you get all
Yeah,
the
I
points
got
for
them all.
everything? So question number 4, is that right?
Yeah, let's do it. What is used to speed up chemical reactions? What is the name for that?
Oh, Instagram. I believe that's or Tinder. Maybe it's Tinder. It might be Tinder. 60 seconds on the clock. Get your answer in. It's one of those.
Damn it!
A lot of people. What?
Another first place tie.
Oh yeah. See, they're doing it on purpose now. They're doing it on purpose. I'm just saying. Just now that we've started to notice it, they're like, oh yeah, that happens every single time. Everyone gets 2 points. How is it Trey's always first in the tie, too, huh? Trey is cheating in some manner.
I mean, there might be milliseconds behind there, but since we can't prove that,
I mean, I think we can. They're one's in front of the other one. That's how we know. All right, 15 seconds left on the clock. Get your answers in. Don't forget, you can also earn points by sharing the show. You'll see your little share show up here. If it shows up there, you get a point. There's going to be a thing right here. You may want to do it just because it's entertaining. You will get a point for that. If you share that and it doesn't show up, unfortunately, you don't get a point. Although we are thinking about giving points for people who like tag people in the chat. If you tag somebody in the chat, that's another way. All right, time is up. Let's go to the chat and see what people had. Hi, Bailey.
I'm breaking my own rule.
Yeah, what's that?
I'm giving a point and a style point at the same time.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? You are
I'm the Oprah of style points.
You are the Oprah of style points, but you're also the quiz master, so you get to do whatever you want. I am powerless against you on this. All right, so let's start at the top. Trey and Emily both come in the exact same second for Catalyst. So if Catalyst is correct, both of them will get it. But if enzymes are correct, then Tom's going to get the bonus point because he comes in with enzymes. A lot of other catalysts, though. Robert went with boiled water. Boiled water helps make chemical reactions faster. I think if it happens to be a chemical reaction where it changes water into
hot water
into gas, right? Then it definitely speeds that up. If you're changing water into a gaseous form. Let's see. Coordinating the hitting of the enter key in a side channel, says Trey. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Enter. Bumble. I think that's just, went with the Tinder reference. I like Christina's answer.
Style point, Christina.
Yeah. Catalyst Baloo says.
Style point.
Style point. And possibly correct is what we're hearing.
Yep.
Let me point out that I'm technically correct, even if it's not the preferred answer. Oh, Tom would like to explain something to you, just so you know. Tom,
go ahead, Tom.
Tom has the floor.
Tell me your sad tale.
Yeah, tell us how it's not a catalyst, but it is instead enzymes. Jenny says his keyboard ain't broke. Oh, that's Jenny. Don't say that. I'd like to offer you this opportunity to donate to the Get Trey a New Keyboard Fund if you have just even 10 cents a day for the price.
That's 2 Keith Knickles.
Yes. Bailey went with cattle list. It's a
we
cattle
always say
list.
spelling doesn't count as long as you can pronounce it.
And Barbine went with Jesus. Jesus speeds up chemical reaction.
Danny, do you know?
It all started when I was terrible. That's what Tom said. That's his suggestion. Yeah. Tom mansplaining it. Christina says,
Caitlin loves mansplaining. Definitely do that.
Christina says, I'm so excited when I get a style point. Well, I'm glad we can give you a style point. I think that's also a bonus.
Good effort. Well earned.
What was the correct answer?
Catalyst.
It is. So if you got Catalyst in the 60 seconds, give yourself a point. And question 5? Are we at 5?
Danny says Jesus could be
of
water
course.
and wine.
Yeah.
She would offer a style point. I will therefore offer a style point. Barbine, you get a style point. This is question 5. I would like to remind people that perfect spelling is not imperative in this game.
Oh, yeah.
What term describes singing with no musical accompaniment?
This feels like an easier one. Is it Monday? Is it? Yep, it's Monday.
Is it after midnight?
This is is it after midnight? Yeah?
Yes.
What time is it? After midnight? Oh my God. Is it Wookie's birthday?
It's Wookie's birthday.
Wookie isn't here to celebrate his birthday with us, but maybe Friday we'll be able to get him here. Wookie's one of my best friends from way back in the day. We'll see if we can drag him out for a show. He does like streaming of games and stuff like that.
Oh my God. People, stop answering so quickly.
It's like old guy gaming time if you ever want to go check him out. 25 seconds left. 25 seconds left to get your answers in. It looks like people feel pretty consistent about this. I feel like, if we just I'm going to go to the chat here. Sure. Well, wait for the time to change. But, it looks like, Barbine says Mama Cass.
Style point.
Is that right?
I loved Mama Cass. My mom and I used to sing the Mamas and the Papas all the time.
Yeah, no, very good. M should nail this, is what Trey says. You think it's not going to be a tie at the top, is what you're saying?
I checked.
Yeah.
It's not.
Let's see. Robert says The Voice. Let's go to chat because time is up. 10 people put the answer in before I even heard the question. Well, I don't know. They've all figured out ways to game it. Diana, I will give you the things that we've learned so far. Apparently, YouTube faster than Facebook. Facebook on your phone apparently faster than Facebook on your computer. Those are things we know. YouTube on your phone faster than YouTube on your computer. We don't know about Twitch. Nobody's given us an actual rundown on Twitch to let us know how fast that is. There's somebody over on Twitch right now, so I feel like we could, if they wanted to participate in a time trial, we could do a time trial of Twitch to YouTube mobile to Facebook mobile to Facebook and see how it comes in. But we need the person on Twitch to say that they would participate in it, because we don't want to just do it and then it's dumb. So all right, so let's see. Everybody got acapella. Emily started at the top. I feel like that's correct. Is that correct?
It's totally correct. Do me a favor next time, people, and even if you're just trying to correct your spelling, which I've already said doesn't matter, please don't answer twice because it confuses the crap out of me for scoring.
Yeah, so just do the one. Unless your like spelling is incredibly horrible and there's no way that we could possibly know it.
Craig would like to clarify, does crappy autocorrect count as correct? Because mine tried to say availables. This reminds me of Emily's Genghis Khan answer.
A classic.
This Khan.
Yeah, the Ghost Con. Yeah, that was good. This Ghost Con. All right. 23 people watching, by the way. Thank you, everybody. For those that don't know, we do this every night at 7 o'clock. We'd love to have you join us again. To do that, make sure you go and follow and do the alerts and stuff so that you hear about the show when we do go live. And if you're the first one in the chat at the beginning of the show, you can just shout the word first, and you'll get a free point if you're the first person in. So Emily, really good at this so far.
Good job, Emily.
I feel like Emily has the most firsts out of everyone. I could be wrong on that, but I feel like that's a trivia question.
I think that's true.
We should just add trivia questions about our trivia show into the trivia show. All right, so we're halfway through the show. Who is our leader?
Emily is our leader.
Oh, Emily's taking back the lead. Is it because it was a tie at one point?
Right.
And so Emily back into the lead. How's everybody else doing points wise?
Well, we have Barbine with 1 real point.
Oh, nice. Good job, Barbine.
Craig with 5 points. Danny with 5 points, which includes 1 share. Thanks, Danny.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Diana with 1 point. We already said Emily has 8 points. Jenny has 2 points. Kristen D has 4 points. Melissa has 6 points. Steam with 1. Tom Johnson with 3. Trey with 5. Shaggy with 2. Fran with 2. Bailey with 2. And Christina with 1.
I'm surprised those aren't actually in alphabetical order.
I only alphabetize them like every once in a while.
Oh,
and then I append some more on.
All right. That's fair. I was like on it and then it went crazy and I was like, whoa.
I will alphabetize it now.
I'm going a little nuts on that one. Yeah, so Robert looks like Trey's sharing his secrets with Diana so she can get better responses as well. Why can't Craig do this test all on his own? He's the one with 15 monitors.
Yeah, he does like listen on his phone, but then he has a YouTube thing and a Facebook thing.
Well, once we get somebody on Twitch who's going to participate, we can try and do a speed run to see which is the fastest.
Well, we did have someone on Twitch, but I think they just wanted to tell us about a video game and then leave.
Maybe. I mean, there's still somebody there, but they're not talking.
Oh.
So if the person who's there would like to participate in the speed test, we can try that. But otherwise, we just won't get anything from Twitch and we won't learn anything. All right, so question number 6.
Maybe I'll watch on Twitch on Wednesday and let you know.
Maybe.
Okay, I would just like to say again, phonetic spelling is fine.
Yeah.
That's totally fine.
Phonetic spelling we would prefer over multiple answers.
Hell yes,
Yeah.
because then I'll like accidentally give you too many points, and like that's just cheating.
I wouldn't have
basically
told-
at that point.
Yeah, don't tell them that because then they're going to do it on purpose.
Well, the problem is that if I think it's happening, I'm gonna like not give you a point when maybe I should have.
Yeah.
It just don't do it. Okay, author of the Divine Comedy. What was Dante's last name? He's not a one-name person like Prince. Dante had a last name. What was it?
Yeah, I believe I know this one. I'm gonna guess at the end.
Tom Johnson says, "Can I give my points away to runners-up who show heart?"
Can you trade in your points? I don't know. Are we asking if people can team up against other people? Is that...
That seems like an accounting nightmare, Tom Johnson.
Yeah, that does sound very difficult to keep track of.
Oh, good call, Trey. He said heart as in Captain Planet, because remember, Tom Johnson screamed heart.
That is true. Good callback. Does Trey get a
Style point?
Okay. Are you just going to give style points randomly? Not related to the question. Just pure entertainment value.
Do I have to say it again? I am the Oprah of style points, and I do what I want.
You do what you want. I'm sorry. 10 seconds left, by the way. Get your answers in.
I'd just like to say there's some really good spelling in here.
Oh, good. Excellent.
Like, I would swear you guys were Googling.
Yes. All right, time is up. We'll go to the chat. I should do time's up here. I forgot to type it the other times. I have, can I guess?
Yeah, sure.
I'm pretty certain I know what their last name is.
Okay.
Inferno. Is that right?
Dante's Inferno.
Yeah.
No.
Mhm. No, that's...
Michael Barbine has a similar answer.
Oh, Peak. Yeah.
Dante's Peak.
Dante Peak. Good old Dante Peak.
That was a great movie. And by great, I mean crappy, and I watched it twice.
Steam comes in with Inferno as well.
Yeah.
All right, let's start from the top and see how people did. Looks like Emily came in first with Alighieri.
Yeah.
Tom came in first with Cervantes. Robert came in first with Smith. Good old Dante Smith.
Okay.
Michael Barbine came in with Peak. And Trey with Hicks. First Hicks. Steam comes in with Ballou. Dante Ballou. And that's all of them. Oh, no. Dante Deadman.
Diana.
And Diana had one? What? Well, it was Alighieri. That was Emily's answer.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just doing new answers.
You're just doing unique answers.
Yeah,
I
unique
apologize.
answers. Other people guessed the same things. What was the correct answer?
Alighieri.
Oh, 2 points to Emily. It looks like we've got points going out to Danny, Melissa, and Diana as well.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't know that one.
I did.
You did? It was an easy question for you. The rest of us are just simpletons.
Sorry.
You sure it wasn't Inferno? I feel like it should have been Inferno.
It's not Inferno.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. Did we think about asking his brother Disco?
Disco Inferno.
Yeah. Are we question 7 now?
Yeah. Who was the other? Oh, there's a typo.
That's
Who was
fine.
the other female sex symbol that starred with Marilyn Monroe in the movie Gentlemen Prefer Blondes?
All right, so ignore the typo.
Yeah, sex symbol.
Who was the other female sex symbol that starred with Marilyn Monroe in the movie Gentlemen Prefer Blondes? 60 seconds on the clock. Get your answers in. Let's see. After this, I may ride a horse across the United States. Well, Barbine, it would be faster than the VW bus that you are currently.
Probably.
Yeah. I don't think you could sleep in it though. Not. Now that I
Don't
say
sleep in a horse.
don't sleep in the horse. Do not do a Luke Skywalker and sleep inside your horse. I just don't, for the love of God. Or don't take pictures of it and put them on Instagram because I don't want to see it. I kind of want to see it, but don't do it. Let's see. Trey says horse with no name. Let's see. We got some good answers coming in. This is good. Barman just went with Rita. Just anyone named Rita. I think we know which Rita he was referring to, but
Look at Stephen McCracken's
it's bold,
answer.
bold to just say Rita. Steve went with Caitlin. Just Caitlin. I mean, I don't think you're that old, I'll be honest, but I understand. Definitely a 6 symbol, that's for sure.
Definitely a 6 symbol.
Yeah.
Style point, Steve.
Yeah. You're a 6 symbol out of like 5, I'll be honest. I'm like a 6 symbol out of 10. We're both 6 symbols. It's just different scales. Let's see. Time is up, so let's take a look at the chat here. Looks like the first one in with Betty Page was Tom. Trey came in first with Jane Russell. A lot of Jane Russells after that. Barbine in first with Rita. And I think those are all the actual answers that we're seeing. So, what was the actual correct answer?
Jane Russell.
Jane Russell. So 2 points goes out to Trey for the
Correct.
first one. We have now gotten 5 people moving over to YouTube to try and be faster. I like that. All right, so cool. Everybody, we're getting a good number of answers. I'm surprised we've got 22 people watching. Not a lot of answers coming in on a Monday, so make sure you're getting your answer into the chat before the time is up, because we definitely want you to get credit so that you can win a free t-shirt at the end of the week. We're working on some other things. I didn't really get answers from people yesterday if anybody was interested in like custom glass work. If somebody wants to win that, I think we could do like ashtray or like a shot glass, or they make like big marbles that are kind of like custom, really cool marbles. I guess it'd be like a paperweight kind of thing. They do pendants as well. So I'd be curious if people are interested in that, because I can probably line that up for the next week. Next week, and we can win something other than t-shirts, or maybe a t-shirt and that or something. We'll figure that out. Your choice, I guess, of that or a t-shirt. All right, question number 8.
Question number 8. Multiple choice. Which of these cities is farthest south in Florida? Jacksonville, Tampa, or Sarasota?
All right, Jacksonville. Is that Jacksonville, Tampa, or Sarasota? 60 seconds on the clock. Multiple choice. It's one of those 3, so you got a really good chance of that. Let's see. Well, Trey, you said no ashtray but it's you. Your name is Trey. It's just a tray. You could put your keys in it. A Trey's keys tray. And that would also be reasonable. And Christine says tank top. We'll work on that. It's just expensive to get just one tank top, but maybe I'll try and design one. If you win, Christina, I will design a tank top just for you. I will make a tank top in your size and have it sent to you. Greg's joined us. Hello, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Yay. I've missed all the people coming in. 10 seconds on the clock. Get your answers into the chat immediately. I've been paying attention a ton to see who's been coming in and out. I need to do a better job of that. I want these little alerts when people are sharing to make noise so that I know that people are sharing and I could look up and make sure I see it. All right, so time's up. Let's go to the chat. Here we go. All right, let's see. The first one in with Tampa looks like Emily. A lot of Tampas. Kristen comes in with Sarasota first. Looks like Steen believes Craig might be the most southern.
But spelled wrong.
Yes. No, spelled incorrectly, but definitely most southern.
Close.
He corrected himself. It's Craigtown.
Still spelled wrong.
Going straight to Craigtown. Bailey, the first one, or Bailey comes with Tampa, not the first one. Barman says Carrot Top. Is Carrot Top the most southern part of Florida?
No.
No, it isn't. Those are all interesting. Let's see. Did we get every Tampa, Sarasota? I'm missing the last one. What was the last one? Can I look it up?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. Nobody went Jacksonville. Everybody
Yeah,
believes...
that's in the Panhandle.
Yeah, it's a safe bet, I feel like. But what was the correct answer?
Sarasota.
Sarasota.
Yeah. My grandparents, fun fact, my grandparents lived off the coast of Sarasota on Longboat Key.
Oh, all
So
right.
I knew the answer to this question.
Trey was correct on that one. He's going to try and catch up to Emily the best he can. But Kristen gets the 2-pointer.
Kristen gets the 2-pointer.
So-
A bunch of people got that one right.
Yeah, a bunch of people got it right. Christina got a real point to match up with her style point.
Craig, Trey says I'm wrong.
Trace.
It's not in the Panhandle. It's in the top part, though.
Oh, northeast corner. Okay. It's somewhere northish.
Everything in the top part of Florida is the Panhandle. To
Are
me,
you
by the
thinking
way.
of Pensacola, maybe?
Maybe.
I feel like that might be in the Panhandle bit.
Might be.
I could be wrong. No one cares. It's Florida. Come
Yep.
on. The only time we care, like, where things are in Florida is when there's hurricanes coming. We're like, oh no, you shouldn't hit that city. That sounds terrible.
Don't hit Key West.
That's so, it did. It went right into it. Oh, that was. Everyone move. Everyone move somewhere else.
Leave Key West alone.
All right, Craig. You live in Pittsburgh, home of the Penguins.
He did live in Pittsburgh.
That's true. Pensacola, Panama City.
Tallahassee is the one I was thinking of.
Tallahassee.
That's what I was thinking of.
That's it.
The fucking capital of Florida.
All right. Question number 9, which means this question is our...
Penultimate question.
It is our penultimate question.
Barbine, we're just not reading every single person's answer. Simmer down.
Barbine says he should get a point. He wants a point.
He would like a point.
I think he didn't actually... Did he answer correctly?
Yeah, he did. He said
did.
Sarasota.
Okay.
And then he said, I said Sarasota. And then he said, point me.
Point me! Give me a point, damn it! He hasn't had a lot of points, and so he's fighting for the ones that he gets. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate the fact that you want a point so badly.
We're just trying not to spend a ton of time reading every single answer, but instead we're spending time explaining to Barbine that we didn't miss his point.
Right. That's true. I mean, it's 1 for 1. What is question number 9?
In the animal classification system, what order do humans belong to?
The natural order. Is that correct? No? Mail order.
Mail order.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yes.
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Get your answers in. What order do humans belong to? So there's like phylums and kingdoms and species,
Right.
and then order is in there.
Like we're part of the class Mammalia.
Mammalia.
We're part of the phylum Chordata, which means we have a spinal cord.
There's a kingdom of animal, right?
Yep, kingdom of Animalia.
So what's the order? What is the order of it? Not to be confused with the species
Or the genus.
or the genus. We need the order. What is the order? About 15 seconds left on the clock. Get your answers in.
Damn it.
What?
Nothing.
Christina goes A through Z. That's the order. It's alphabetical.
Nice. Style point.
The alphabetical order.
I like Stephen McCracken's answer too. That also gets a style point.
Stupidity. The order of stupidity.
Yep.
All right. So we're out of time. Let's go to the chat. I believe some of America. This would be also a correct answer. I don't know if it's the one you're looking for, but some humans would be Knights Templar.
The Order of the Knights Templar.
Yeah. So I feel like that gets a point, just in case anybody guessed that.
Tom Johnson would like to add a plug for a band, the Alphabetical Order.
The alphabetical order. Nice. The Order of Zulily, says Barbine. Not familiar with the Order of Zulily. All right, so let's start from the top here. Homo. Tom goes with Homo. Tom is the first one. The first thing
That's
you can think
the
of is
genus.
what he can think of as Homo. What he means is homo, no homo. Just,
It's not what he means.
yeah, that's what he's saying. You know, like homo, but like no homo.
If Steve comes in last, he would like Danny to give his last place speech.
Danny says primate. First to say that, along with Trey.
Tied.
Is it another tie?
It's another tie.
To the two of you. Trey didn't win that tie this time, which I appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
Melissa says chordata, which I think what you said is a different.
It's a phylum.
That's a phylum, unfortunately. Sapien, says William, which I think is the actual species. Yeah. I think sapien is the species. Homo sapien, says Jenny, which
that's the genus and the species.
Yeah, that's a combination of the two. So let's see. I think we now know what the correct answer is. Terran is Michael Barbine's answer. Hominoid, says Emily. Earth Destroyers, says Craig.
Style point.
Jenny says, nope, I'm wrong. Ian just says first. He joins for the second to last question and yells first. Diana says, out of order! You're out of order! You are out of order. I know some people that when it comes to actual like order and species, I feel like they're out of order.
A little bit.
Yeah. All right, last place speech is going to be coming from Danny for Steam, apparently.
I don't know about that.
We'll see if Danny signs on for that.
We'll see if Steve is last place.
Oh, that's also a good point. The Templars reformed to do acoustic versions of their old stuff, says Ian. That's good to know. All right. The good old Knights Templar. Maybe you should change the name to ZZ Top Live because I have a beard. Do you get that? It's a beard.
I got it.
And then, so if you have a beard, this is an interesting fact. So the people doing trivia right now, interesting little factoid if it ever comes up in trivia. If you get a beard, people make ZZ Top references all the time.
All the time.
It's amazing. They can't think of anything else. It's just ZZ Top references, top to bottom, A to Z. So what is our last question?
Wait, we didn't go over the answer.
Oh, what is, yeah, well, you said it.
Well, I just want to add a little education to this.
Oh, add education
ridiculous
to it.
stream.
Definitely do that. Yeah.
This is the human taxonomy.
Yes.
Kingdom Animalia,
Adam.
phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order Primates. That's the answer. Family Hominid, genus Homo, species Sapiens.
All right, so
Homo
primates
sapiens.
is what we were looking for.
Primates is what we're looking for.
Primates. So it looks like the first one on with primates, Danny?
And Trey.
Danny and Trey both tied for it. 2 points for both of them.
Yep.
And no others. Interesting. It's not often that
No,
you just...
there's not one more.
Where do we have another one?
I might be a crazy person.
I'm not seeing another primate.
Yeah, I'm a crazy person.
Yeah, no
Whatever.
other primate. Not often that the first two people, like the first person gets it correct, the 2-pointer, and then nobody else does.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Karen's joined us. I'm very amused by the local dart team called Darts Templar.
Nice.
That's great. 2 guys with beards and a beardless guy named Beards is Trey. That's what ZZ Top is.
Which makes me Frank Beard because I don't have a beard.
Danny says, I'd give the last place speech for Stephen McCracken. All right, that's good.
It's nice.
All right, so what is our last question?
Our last question is, the U.S. dollar is divided into 100 pennies.
True.
What 100 coins can the euro be divided into?
Oh, so what's the penny of Europe?
Yeah.
All right, I like it. All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Get your answers in. I really thought I had it at the beginning. I felt like that was really good.
You're just going to say true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The U.S. dollar is divided into 100 pennies.
True or false?
True. Yes. What if we made Monday like that? We just made it insanely stupid.
There were true or false questions in my quiz book, and I decided not to include them.
It's just true or false Monday. We just have true or false Monday. We have multiple choice Tuesday. And then we may do this next week. We just do all true and false questions for Monday, all multiple choice questions for Tuesday, and then start going into like actual questions. You'll be like, oh, I was doing really good until Wednesday hit. 10 seconds left. Get your answers in. This is it. Last chance you can get a point tonight. We will announce our winner after we do our shares. Please do not share the show now because that's rude. It's just like 10 minutes left of show. 5 minutes left of show. All right, time's up. We're going to the chat. Let's see. Starting from the top. Tom Johnson comes in first with pence. With a pence. I believe that's not euros, though. I think that's just England.
Yeah, that's
right?
pounds, pence.
Yeah, so I think that's not going to be true. Trey says euro pennies. It's the great euro penny. Bits. I believe you mean nibbles, Barbine. It's a nibble that you're looking for. Also pence by McCracken. The good old Steam, definitely trying to cinch his spot at the as last. Ian says millieuros because it's in metric, I would assume. Bailey says I think the correct answer would be pence. I think the correct answer wouldn't be, but we'll see. Melissa says cent. Ian says they're metric. That's true. 1 euro cent, says Danny. Cent. None of the above. None of the above of what other people answered.
It's not a multiple choice question where you can answer none of the above.
Are you just taking the field, Karen?
Yeah.
We should allow that. We should allow people to take the field.
You can just answer $1, and that means you believe everyone's wrong. And if everyone's wrong, you get a point.
Just the field. You just say I take the field. The only problem is that if no one answers, then everyone gets the point, right? Because no one would get the point.
No one gets the point.
Oh, because everyone would get the point because nobody got the right answer. All right. Craig says decieuro, cents, but spelled differently. Says Robert, like 6 cents.
I'm concerned about your brother.
Yeah, what did my brother do?
He said, I think I just guessed. You don't know if you just guessed? I feel like you're the authority on that matter.
Yeah. Who do we talk to about you guessing? Yeah, Trey says it's the $1 from Price is Right. What if somebody below her actually got it, though? Then... All right,
then it's a gamble.
Yeah.
If you bet the field, you're taking a gamble that nobody in the allotted time.
But no, she said no one above. But what if somebody below her got it correct?
I don't care.
No, all right.
It's still a gamble.
Feel a little payback coming. I'm serious. The ultimate pen for penultimate winner. An ultimate pen.
We have to order pens.
Yeah,
apparently.
we would have to like get pens for that. I like that everyone's like, you should do more work and and buy more things.
Do our bidding.
Buy things for us and give them to us.
Put stamps on things.
All right, so that is all the questions that I'm seeing, or all the answers I'm seeing. What was the correct answer?
Officially, the answer is euro cent, but I will also accept cent.
Euro cent or cent. How about euro pennies?
No.
No! Oh, that's very, very sad. So it looks like Melissa was the first one in with cent.
I agree.
Which is above Karen, so she does not get a point.
Karen does not get a point.
Yeah, because that is true. I like this. I like this innovation. I feel
betting the field.
Yeah, I feel like what we should do is name it after Karen.
Oh,
so you
the Karen bet?
Yeah, you just shout Karen, and that's where you believe that no one else is going to get it right.
Do you have to be the first person to shout Karen? Like, I think only one person should be allowed to bet the field.
No, so here's my take on it.
Here we go.
We didn't do it today, right? But here's how I think we should do it. It's a gamble, right? Because you're betting the field essentially, right? If nobody else gets it right, you get a point. If somebody else does get it right, you lose a point. And as many people can do it as they want.
Wait, say it again. I was only kind of paying attention to you.
Well, so that's like everyone. That's every day for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Status quo maintained. Please repeat yourself.
So if you do the Karen bet and
Yeah.
and nobody else gets it,
Yeah,
right, you get 1 point,
correct.
right? And if you somebody does get it,
Correct.
you lose a point. It's a gamble. Right? You're not going for a real answer. So you're gambling that nobody else is going to get it.
So it's like craps.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Karen is spelled
Karen.
with an I think.
Is it? I thought it was with an E.
I think it's Karin. Am I wrong, Karen?
Karen would know better than anyone. She doesn't even spell it. She it just has Babusina on there.
I know.
So I think it's with an E though.
I think it's with an I. And you've known her longer, so this is gonna be really embarrassing for you.
Yeah, I don't write her often.
You're also really terrible at spelling, so you and your best friend have that in common.
All right. But this would be then she would go down in history as inventing the Karen bet. This is good. People are angry with the Karen bet. Why? We're giving you another option. It is with an I. All right, it's with an I. Karen with an I.
Yes, nailed it.
Yeah, you're very good at this. Karen with an I.
Boom.
So that's new bet. You can do Karen with an I, right? And if nobody else gets it right, you get a point. And if anybody does get it right, you lose a point.
Right.
So this could be fun because I guess everybody could go and do a Karen bet and then they'd all get a point.
Okay, Steve, now that you are spelling Karen's name properly, you have to start spelling Craig's name properly.
Yes. Keith does not care about these things.
He doesn't.
You know what I appreciate, Karen, is that you spelled my name correctly in that. Because you could have totally just...
You could have done I before E.
Yeah, you could have just twisted the knife in there and it would have been hilarious, though. Karen with an E would like to talk to the manager, though.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so there you go. So, new rule we've just made up. You can do a Karen bet on any...
Oh my God. You're going to have to write this into the rules when you adjust the Facebook page.
This is good. We're starting it on day 1. So here's the thing. So everybody could go with the Karen if they want to.
This is going to be a nightmare for scoring. I hope
And
you know
everybody
that.
gets a point, if that's true, right? You all mulligan out and everybody gets a point. But if one person doesn't mulligan out and gets it correctly, everyone gets screwed except that one person who gets 2 points.
That's a hefty gamble, people.
Yeah. It's just, yeah, this is good. I like that we're creating dynamics that can mess with people. Or just don't do it. If you don't like it, you don't ever have to do it. That's another option.
Now Steve is just apologizing to people whose names he may have spelled wrong in the past. That's very contrite, Steve.
Let's see. Christine says
Way to own up to it.
no. Let's see. So Robert, I don't get a point. Why didn't Robert get a point?
Well, he didn't get a point because he answered after the timer, but he spelled it Sense, which is fine. That would have been a clever way to say sense,
Yeah, but it's after the
but
timer.
it's after the timer.
See here, we had a thing that said time's up, and then you were after that. I can prove it. Somebody's angry. Someone's really mad. Why are people mad? What is mad? Why are people mad? You're just rude. And
Stop being
sad.
tacky.
It's Barbine. Barbine is mad and sad, and it's because he's stuck in Texas. That's why
Yep.
he is both mad and sad. Oh, see, Emily's combating it. There's now a fight happening. Good versus evil right now, happening in the emotions. People are reacting. It is the light side versus the dark side.
Your brother asked, what if everyone answers Karen? We already went over that, Bailey.
Yeah, so if everybody answers Karen, everyone gets a point.
Yeah.
And if everybody does it every single time, everybody would win the week. But I don't think we wouldn't give like t-shirts to everyone because it would be an everyone tie.
Yeah.
But
We would just, if there's a tie between like 2 people, maybe we send 2 t-shirts. But if it's like an all everybody tie,
no, we're
we're
not-
just going to roll dice or something.
yeah, we would pick a random person and send them a t-shirt.
Yeah.
But the thing is, so everyone would get a point. But all that would have to happen is if like 10 people go Karen and one person like gets it correct, all 10 people lose a point except that one person who gets the 2 points.
Yeah.
Makes it super
Craig
interesting.
needs a Karen flowchart, and Karen wants to know what baseline he wants.
I like that Karen just stepped up and was like, let's do this.
Let's make a fucking flowchart.
You want a flowchart? I will flowchart your ass. Someone has to answer correctly before the Karen call? No.
Well,
'Cause that
someone
would
has to answer a real answer.
That would
It doesn't
ruin-
have to be correct.
That would ruin the Karen call, right? Because if somebody answers correctly, then the Karen call loses point immediately.
Yeah, you could be the first person in and yell Karen.
You don't get a bonus point for Karen either.
No
That's the other
bonus
thing.
point for Karen.
So if you're the first person to yell Karen and and you do actually win the bet, you don't get 2 points. You still get just the 1 point.
Yeah.
It's a 1 point. It's a 2 point swing overall. You either win a point or lose,
you lose a point.
and there's no in between.
But you're guaranteed to do one of those things.
Yes.
Whereas answering like a real answer, you will either get 0 points or 1 point.
Christina, what are the 2 rules that we should have? She says we should just have 2 rules.
Don't be a dick and don't Google.
Yeah, we were thinking about that originally, and then it stopped working because then Craig started trying to break things, and people answered ridiculously. I mean, we can go back to back to those 2 rules and remove all. Next week, if you want, we can vote on it, and if people want less rules, we'll just take all the other rules away, and you can just
Just do OG trivia.
yeah, OG trivia, where it's just don't Google, don't be a dick. That's it. That's the only way you get a point answering correctly.
Yep.
We're just trying to spice it up a little. Bailey says, what if the actual answer is Karen?
Oh, that would be very funny.
Yeah, so you would get 0 points at that point. Right?
Oh,
'Cause you
Christina would like the rules to be answer the question and don't Google. Christina thinks it's fine if everyone's a dick.
be a dick, no problem. Just answer a question. Does it have to be during the time? Do they have to do it within the time, the 60 seconds?
Oh, yeah, there's that rule too.
Yeah. Christina says, I feel like people are still Googling. How am I supposed to stop them?
Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that.
I can't, all right, everybody turn your cameras on and we're going to watch you.
Oh my God, it's going to be like, have you ever had to do an online test?
Yeah. You have to have an auditor watching.
I did that once, and it was in a hotel room because I was at a conference with Keith, and I had to like walk around the hotel room and show him everything. I'm pretty sure he saw a pair of my underpants. It was terrible. He was like, no, you have to close that door, and you have to show me the inside of the bathroom to make sure no one's like hiding out in your toilet yelling answers. And like, it was ridiculous.
Here's what happens. From now on, in order to do trivia, you have to buy an external webcam. It has to be behind you over your shoulder so we can see what you're doing on your computer at all times. Otherwise, you will not be qualified to win a shitty t-shirt. There's a lot going on there.
I started getting like snippy with the Proctor guy because he was like, well, what's that on your side table? I was like, dude, that's a cookie. Like, calm down.
Is it a cheater cookie?
It took me longer to show him everything and get it set up than it took me to take the test.
Yeah. All right, answering in time, check. Don't Google, check. Be a dick, check, says Ian. Got it.
Yours is more be a troll. You're not really a dick. You're more of a troll.
All right, everyone, that is the end of the show. We need to do our shares, by the way. If you have style points, feel free to throw those into the chat to see who actually won the style points. We need to find out who is the king and queen of style today. So we'll announce that. I've got 4 shares for Barbine.
Hold, please.
4 shares for Barbine.
Okay.
We had the one tag that Danny did. I don't know if you put that in there.
I already put that one in there.
Okay. Emily gets a share.
Emily,
Craig gets a share.
Craig,
Shaggy gets a share.
Shaggy.
More Craigs. Let's see. But there's Billy Dar. I think that's a fair one. Billy hasn't really been on the
So that's a new share for Craig.
I feel like that's a
Yeah.
one. He did one to Steam. I don't think that
That
counts.
doesn't count.
And then Nia.
That counts.
That counts?
Nia's joined us exactly once, and she was only here for 5 minutes.
Okay, so I think that's how we're going over it. So there's a little bit of subjectivity there, but that's it.
I am the Oprah of share points.
Karen says not it for style points. Trey got three style points. That might be
Nice.
the most style points Trey's ever
Yeah,
gotten.
you might be the ISIS of today.
Steam says I could say I'm absolutely 100% not using Google. Bing also counts, Steam. All right? You're not fooling anyone.
Ask Jeeves also counts.
Craig says I don't have any style points I have anymore because Caitlin just tends to stare at me disapprovingly either way. See? It's happening.
Bailey would like me to say that he sent me a workout video on Messenger that should get him a style point. I agree. That was fucking hilarious. So you guys know those workout videos where people grab the two things of rope and do this?
Yeah.
So he did that, but with toilet paper.
That's not much of a workout.
That's his new workout routine.
Christina got 2 style points.
Yes, she did.
Nice. Well done. All right, let's go down the actual points now that we've tallied everything up. Let's find
So
out.
you're done with shares.
Yeah, those are all the shares. Okay. How did it stack up? Let's go through. If you think that your score is incorrect, let us know so we'll have it correct.
I'm going to go from the bottom to the top.
All right.
Steam scored 1 point, which means Danny needs to prepare a loser acceptance speech.
Oh, Danny, please type out the loser acceptance speech for Steam. We would appreciate that.
Fran scored 2 points. Bailey scored 2 points. Shaggy with 3. Jenny with 3. Diana with 3. Christina with 3.
All right.
Then we have Tom Johnson with 4. Then we skip one, and we've got Kristen D and Barbine with 6.
Oh,
Then we skip a couple. We got Craig with 9.
wow.
Then Trey and Melissa with 10. Danny with 11. And our winner for tonight
Yeah.
is Emily with 13.
Ooh, nice.
If
nice.
you would like to type out an acceptance speech, you're more than welcome to do so.
Emily, if you'd like to type out an acceptance speech, you can do that. Or if you'd like, Steam could do it for you. Or anyone else you might choose if you'd prefer. But Steam really likes doing it.
Yeah, it does.
All right, so while we're going through that, I just wanted to say we do this every night at 7 o'clock, so come join us tomorrow. We will be back here. I have a podcast called Another Wasted Hour, so between now and then, you can go check it out. There's 140 plus episodes. It is free. It's got some trivia in it. It's got some fun, zany internet news. But more importantly, you'll be exposed to some really great local music from the DC area. A lot of talented musicians and people you probably wouldn't discover if you didn't have a way to find them. So go check that out. It's on all of the places you would find podcasts. So Google Play Music, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, anywhere basically. Give us subscribe, add your review, do stars, do those things. For us here, don't forget, if you are on Facebook, like Another Wasted Hour here on Facebook, don't forget to follow us, and there's a little bell there. You're going to put all so that you get alerted whenever we go live, because if you're the first one here and you say the word first, you get a point right off the bat, so that's important. If you're on YouTube, you'll want to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, and over on Twitch, make sure that you're following us so you get notifications as well. Let's go to our acceptance speech, the loser acceptance speech, which is written definitely by Steam and no one else.
Steve would like to clarify it's not a loser acceptance speech, it is a last place acceptance speech.
Right, so the loser acceptance speech is, victory is mine! The coveted first place! The seat at the head of the table of the Templars. Another wasted hour with the knights, the sobers of Mondays, and the drunkards of Fridays, and Tom Morvello Riddle. That's good callbacks. That is good. Except it was really the last place. He was in the last place. He seems to be confused. He thinks maybe he's in first place. He might be
he's pretty.
He might be a Friday drunkard right now.
He might
There's
be.
a chance.
I would like to read what I believe to be Emily's acceptance speech.
Yes.
Holy shit! I won even though Danny and Trey were here. Must have been the easy questions.
No, Emily, don't say that. It's Monday. But don't say that.
Well, I think you got a ton of points because you were the first to answer. So
Yeah.
it's your quick fingers that you owe this win to.
It's all that piano playing.
Yeah.
Paid off. All right. That it is. But you read his name first, so what? What'd I say? What did you do? What'd I do? Thank you. I hope it was worthy of your last place amazingness.
Nice. It's perfect.
Yeah, I like that she's now responding as Steam. This is good. What is it that Trey said? Congrats, M. Great speech, Danny. Yeah.
Oh, I read his name first, so technically he was first place
Oh, I see.
because I read them backwards.
He was in the first place of people being named. That's
I
good.
am saying she can count on her fingers, Trey. That is what I'm saying. Style point. Now you have 4.
All right, that is it for the night. Say goodbye, everybody. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out with us. I did all the spiels and everything. So 7 o'clock tomorrow, we'll see you back here. The game is evolving, even if Christina hates it now.
Hang in with us, Christina.
Yeah, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. I promise. So again, we'll be here 7 o'clock tomorrow. Until then, everyone. Oh, I forgot the king and queen of style. I think it's Trey.
Trey is both the king and queen of style, especially since I gave him a last minute style point.
Yeah, congratulations to Trey, king and queen of style. Yeah, 7 o'clock tomorrow. We will be back here. Until then, everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, stay home. We're gonna get through this, but we'll get through it together. You'll keep us sane and entertained, and we'll do the same for you. And definitely a shout out for everyone who's keeping the world working right now. It's hard to be someone who's necessary and have to kind of risk getting this just to do your job, but we really appreciate it. Like I said before, 7 o'clock tomorrow. We'll see you. Until then, good night.